Hello, my subscribers and my commentators. It's David Hoffman, filmmaker, and I'm concerned because this morning I read a report about millennials, and it says that three-quarters of millennials have left the job at some time for a mental illness concern. What? I mean, that's really terrible, and it really upset me. So let me just give you a few facts and my own feeling about it. Younger people are dealing with mental illness at 3 times the rate of the general population. There's a rise in depression, there's a rise in suicide, there's a rise in drug addiction, there's a rise in alcoholism among millennials. What's going on? Well, I looked at the experts, and here's what the experts say. There's a growing problem in today's workforce, and this is what the pros say. 1, rising workloads. It's true. I can remember a time when most of the people I worked for had secretaries, or if they didn't have secretaries, they had travel people who helped them travel, and fax people, and printer people who helped them print. So I imagine the workloads are higher and harder in this day and time. Longer hours. I don't know about that, but there's a lot of burnout now. People are just working their butts off. And when you add the travel time and the traffic time, many people are working more than 12 hours a day. And of course, you work so that you can live a good life, and many millennials can't buy a house. They can't afford a house. So this is what the pros say is one of the reasons, or the major reasons, for mental problems when you're in the workplace as a millennial. Others say it's sleeping less, that people are sleeping less hours than they used to. I think it's slightly under 7 hours for millennials. You're supposed to sleep 8. And some experts blame this on the rise of the cell phone. And indeed, there is a rise in suicide and other mental problems connected right to the rise of the cell phone. And these experts say that you're not really connecting with society face to face. You don't have friends you see. And the difference is people become lonely and they become depressed. And then some say it's the parents who have raised millennials to kind of not know how tough things are. I don't know about that. I raised my kids to know how tough things are, but I'm a baby boomer. So for those of you who are millennials, did your parents not tell you it's going to be rough out there in the workplace? It ain't easy. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what some of the experts say. So I asked myself, what do I think is causing this problem for younger people in the workplace, which is really upsetting to me? I have a slightly different perspective. The first is this. At a time when I was young, and younger people than me were young, you'll still remember this, people cared about the companies they worked for. They worked for 30 years for the same company. They were loyal to the company. And one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, is because the company was loyal to them. The CEOs you felt were working not only to make money, but also to support the employees who worked for the company. That's completely gone. I see no loyalty, and I wouldn't have any loyalty myself, given that corporations are now dominated by Wall Street. They weren't at that time. Sure, they had to make money, but one of the primary jobs that I heard from CEOs that I interviewed was, I want my employees to do well. I want them to be okay. I want them to have good health plans. I want them to feel secure. That's my feeling. That's the reason I feel that things are fractured in the workplace right now. Yes, it's harder, but it's also disconnected. Many people don't even feel loyal to the product they make. Like, I'm not proud of my product. I think that's terrible. I am very concerned that the work I'm doing here holds up my qualities. When I get a criticism, if I think it's a legitimate one, I try to correct it because I care. Do you care about the work you're doing? Do you care about the products you're making or the things you're making? Do you care about the company you work for? If you don't, that's tough, and I feel bad. I thought I would share this because I want younger people who are among my subscribers, about 40 to 45%, to know guys like me, people of my generation, we don't like that. We want you to feel mentally healthy, secure, buy a house. It's not good the way things are right now, and I know it. And it's tough. Yet, the sun is out right now. I don't know if you can see it. Yet, I love YouTube. And I love laughing, and I really appreciate all of you. So I hope this was interesting. Thank you very much for being a subscriber. It's David Hoffman. You take care.